Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
Hi, what's going on, guys? It's Tom here from The Razor's Edge, and I'm here with Adam Zaars from Tribulation. How are you, sir? You well?
I'm well, a bit tired, long week, doing very good. Thank you.
Excellent. No, you're very welcome. As you've done a lot of interviews and stuff, there's been a lot of PR going on this week, has there?
Not too much, but just a lot of other kinds of work that
Oh,
I do. Haven't had a day off in a while.
oh, bless you, man. That must be just rubbish, absolutely rubbish. But let's go back a little bit. So,
Yeah.
obviously, the last couple of years, obviously, we've had the pandemic, etc. How was your pandemic season? I know it's kind of still around-ish, but it's not obviously we're not locked away. So, how was yours?
It was all right, to be honest. For me, I'm when I'm not touring and doing Tribulation stuff, I'm kind of a solitary guy. So
Okay.
I'm kind of used to being on my own at home with my family, but and I work from home as well. So for me, it was more or less as it usually is. So
Yeah, yeah.
I was fairly fine with it, but I think it got to me in the end anyway. I think I didn't really think about it that much in the beginning. Everything was kind of as usual, as I said, but eventually, you get tired
Yeah.
of it all.
Where if you don't mind me asking, where are you based? Where are you?
I'm in a town called Arvika in the west of Sweden.
Oh, so you're in
Uh,
Sweden. Okay. What was
yeah.
like? How was it? All, whether was everything closed for ages, or how do they do? How do they do things in Sweden?
No, they. Um, Let me see if I remember. And we didn't have a lockdown really.
Okay.
Um, we uh, we had kind of our own thing going. Apparently, they didn't quite follow the rest of the world. Never had a serious lockdown. It took a long time for them to recommend putting on masks and all of that. I think we had you had to wear a mask during rush hour in Stockholm where I was at the time. So it was fairly you were free to move about, but a lot of people worked from home. The
Okay.
schools kind of kept open most of the time. I think they did it like they had like half classes, so um, just half of the class went to school and the other, yeah, and they kind of went back and forth with that. So it wasn't that bad here. You had to keep your distance, of course. They wouldn't let too many people into to shop at once and so on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it wasn't as harsh as it was in I think most other countries, really.
Okay, so it's like business as usual, really. I suppose it's a good thing, though. If obviously they know what they're doing, so if it's if we can keep the
Yeah,
country
well,
rolling, why
yeah.
not?
Who knows? I mean, who knows? Really, I was kind of skeptical at the time, to be honest, about that approach to it. But it's no. I mean, it was for whatever reason, everyone were apparently surprised by this. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, I can
which
imagine.
is kind of a strange thing. People should have known this could happen, and a lot of people did know and warned about it. So I think more people in charge around the world could have prepared for this better. So, but
Yeah, yeah.
in retrospect, I think Sweden did some things very well and other things not that well. We had a lot of people dying here as well.
I'm so sorry. That's rubbish.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry to
yeah,
hear that. Let's move on to brighter and lighter things, shall we?
yeah.
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 Well,
I hadn't
what?
I hadn't thought about the pandemic in a while actually.
Well, I'm always interested to know how people got through it in, obviously mental health, etc. Not being
Yeah,
able to go
yeah,
out and do things. We had to have like one walk a day or whatever crazy shit we had here in the UK.
yeah, yeah,
Um, So, I'm always interested, especially with other countries as well. I'm always interested to know how it was handled and what you had to do and stuff like that. So,
It's kind of bonkers, really, not to be able to walk outside where you won't actually
yeah, tell me, right?
spread the disease. Wow. Yeah, I know. That's horrible, man.
It's almost like you walk out and went, oh, that's what fresh air smells like.
Yeah.
Let's go even further back. What actually got you into music in the first place? What made you want to be a musician?
Kiss did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was it about? It kind of was it the makeup side of things, or was it what was it about them?
Yeah, at first, absolutely. I was around 6 or so when I first discovered Kiss, and at first it was absolutely the look.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just before they got reunited as well. So yeah, I did it. I got into them during the right time, with them getting into makeup and reuniting again. But then I also found the music really, really cool as well. So
Yeah.
eventually I started listening to them as well, not just staring at the posters I bought. So but it was absolutely Kiss. I can't think of anything else that got me into this.
No,
Except
and who did you? Is there anybody else that you listened to then after them, like discovered afterwards?
It was only Kiss for many years for me, but when I was around 10, I discovered Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
and then my obsession for Kiss kind of got transferred to an obsession or a possession by Iron Maiden. So yeah, that definitely helped, and that was really how I learned to play guitar, by listening to and trying to play Iron Maiden songs. That's basically the only thing I did for I don't know how long, when I was around 11, 12, 13. It
yeah.
was only Iron Maiden, all day, every day.
It's amazing. I love it. I love hearing those sort of stories. It's great, especially like who influenced you, that sort of thing. Like, because Maiden obviously have some unbelievable solos in their songs as well. There's some serious riffage that they have in their tracks, and still going strong now. Crazy, absolutely crazy.
Still going strong. Absolutely. Seeing them this summer again.
How are you?
Yeah.
Are they doing a world tour or something?
They are. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoy when that comes around.
Oh, I sure will.
Yeah. So you've been in Tribulation since the beginning, since the birth of the band. How did you guys all meet?
We all met in school.
Okay.
I had known the guitar player that we had back then, Jonathan, from before. We went to the same school since we were, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And the other guys, I met at school when we were 12, 13 or so. We all met. We knew that, I knew Jonathan played guitar. I knew that they all played various kinds of instruments. I even played with Joseph, our new guitar player. So we formed a band. We formed a band when we were 13, our first band called Crypt, and then I've basically been playing with the same people in every band I've been in, almost, with the same people that I met back then when we were. Yeah, it is. But yeah, it really started there. Tribulation kind of evolved more or less out of another band we started back then as well. Thrash metal band, heavy metal band called Hazard, which kind of split into one group of people going into Tribulation and the other group of people going into a heavy metal band called Enforcer that are still playing as well. So and I was with them as well, and Joseph also played with them. So yeah, we're still friends though. It's good.
That's
Still
good.
friends,
That's
still
so
playing.
cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Where did the name, because obviously a band name is so hard because pretty much everything's taken. How did you come up with Tribulation?
Tribulation was taken as well, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, especially in Sweden. There was a Swedish band called Tribulation, and the what is it called? The Metal Encyclopedia, Metallum, whatever it's called, where you can where you can search the metal bands. We did that back then as well. It was around back then as well, and we saw that there was another band that had the name Tribulation, but it said they played some kind of crossover, and they only released like a demo and something else. So we were like, doesn't matter. Then when we started, we actually found out that, well, they were kind of a big deal in the the tape trading days back when Swedish death metal started.
Yeah.
So we actually contacted them, and they gave us their blessing to
No.
continue with the name. But where did we get the name from? We were just looking for cool words in lyrics by other bands. So I think it's in the song. I believe it's in Visions from the Dark Side, from Also Madness with Morbid Angel. The word tribulation appears, and that's where we took it from. And I guess we kind of looked it up, and it was, it was biblical and it was cool sounding. So we just went with Tribulation. We had a few other suggestions as well. I remember one of them was, what was it? No, I can't remember. I was about to say Maleficent, but it wasn't. It was something malignant, something or other. Mortification. I don't know. It was taken as well, so we ended up with Tribulation because it was a cool word from a cool band. So it was really, really as shallow as that.
Yes, great name. And I mean, fair play to that band for giving their blessing to let you use the name as well, because
for sure
that could have been horrible. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And they sent one of us an old demo cassette as well, which was a very nice.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, guys, can you let me in? Can I join?
Exactly. Some of the guys still playing today. They had a band called kind of a garage rock kind of band, I think, called Puffball. They might be still be playing actually. So they're still around. The guys are still around playing.
That's awesome. Love it. Lyrics wise, then. So, because you do some writing as well as playing guitar, don't you? Is that right? Yeah. Are the lyrics like personal, or are they political, or are they story based? Like, what are the lyrics about normally?
They are absolutely personal. They are not political. We've always stayed away from that. I believe we got our ethos when it came to lyrics from Morbid Angel by watching Morbid Angel interviews and things like that. And I believe it's there from there, at least, that we never really wanted to sing about anything mundane.
Yeah,
it was always supposed to be otherworldly to some extent. But it's been throughout the years. It's been about religious topics, about the occult, about in the beginning it was a lot of like horror movies and things connected to that. But it's really a mixture of all of these things, but oftentimes as they have been expressed through popular culture in the 20th century, really. So it's heavily influenced and inspired, both the music, the concepts, and the lyrics by by popular culture and art, really, and mostly the 19th and 20th century. But we, with this new EP, it's still not political, but you get it's not always easy to find new perspectives on kind of a limited range of topics.
Yeah.
So it's been more of kind of social commentary, but clad in religious language, at least, or mythological language even. So it's kind of steered more into some kind of social commentary in one way or another, but it's always been, as you asked, it's always been kind of a personal thing as well. Absolutely, it's got to be the right. It's got to fit the aesthetics of the band always,
yes.
which is, and that can go deep, but it can also be quite shallow. As I just talked about the name, we just wanted it to sound cool, and sometimes that that goes a long way.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, you mentioned the brand new EP. Is it? If I pronounce this wrong, I'm so sorry. Harmartia.
Yeah.
Harmartia. Harmartia. Okay, it's out Friday, April 7th. Are you excited for the release?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's as with any release, it's you write it and then you record it and then it takes forever until it's out. So it always feels old. So it's been a year since we recorded it.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So but we made a plan of like releasing singles throughout the year. So that's why it's been pushed a bit further. But yeah, it's finally released now on Good Friday, and yeah, it's gonna be. I haven't actually seen it yet. The label sent copies to Stockholm, and I'm not in Stockholm, so I haven't. I haven't seen it. I'll be there in a week or so I'll see it then. But yeah, it feels great. It feels great. One of the songs that's on the EP isn't released as a single, so and I guess it will be available for streaming soon as well. But if people are interested in that, they should probably get the EP.
Absolutely, definitely. You released a song by the same name back in September of last year, as a standalone. Is that linked in any way? Is it part of a? Do they follow on from each other?
Yeah, that's the first single. So the EP is 4 songs.
Yes.
And 3 of them have been released as singles so far.
Yes, they have. Yeah,
and that was the first one. Yeah.
I was checking them out and absolutely love it. And then I think because I saw it as a standalone, I obviously confused myself when I was listening to the actual. So
I understand it absolutely, and it's 3 different covers, but yeah. So I get the confusion.
Have the singles been well received?
I don't know, to be honest. I believe they have, but I can only really judge it from the reception from the audience when we play them live. I'm not much of a reading comments kind of guy.
Okay. So, probably, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's probably a good thing, I think, but who knows? Maybe they're all nice. I don't think they are. But judging by the live shows, they've been very well received, and by speaking to people, people seem to like it, and journalists seem to like it as well. I've been doing a lot of interviews now, and yeah, they from what I understand at least, yeah, they've been well received. Absolutely.
That's good. I absolutely love the Blue Oyster Cult cover, Vengeance, the Path. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And obviously with some clean melodic vocal in there as well, which I was not expecting. So but it really works. It really works. It's a fantastic track. You've done it justice.
It was fun. Thank you.
So what sets this EP apart from previous releases then? What's, is Tribulation going down a completely new path, or what's going on with you guys?
Well, the new thing is the new guitar player. This is the first thing we record with him, Joseph.
Okay.
So that is really that's one of the reasons why we did it as well. We released our last album, Where the Gloom Comes Sound, in the middle of the pandemic, so we couldn't really, follow through with any plans with touring and things, and we didn't really want to start writing a full-length album when we just released one. So we kind of thought it was a good middle way to try out a few songs. He wrote one of the singles now as well, Axis Mundi. So we wanted to see how that went. We've known him, like I said earlier, we've known him since we were kids and played with him since we were kids as well. So we know each other really well, but it's a new context now he's never been in Tribulation before. So we didn't really know how that would be. And it turned out that we can still work together really well. So that was all right. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
It's okay. It was just more in a case of what sets the EP apart from the previous record.
Right. But that's the new thing about it. So we didn't really say we wanted to do something extremely special with it. We just wanted to write a few songs. And a lot of people have asked me this: is this, can the EP tell us something about, a coming album or something? And the honest answer would be that I don't know. We do have plans for a new album, and we have a lot of ideas for that we want to, ideas we want to try out. We really want to do something new with the new album. But if any of those things are represented in the EP, it's too soon to say. So I don't really know what's if it can say if it says anything about where we are or what we're gonna do. But definitely his touch, because he like I said, he wrote one of the songs, and he also helped me with the two songs that I wrote a lot. So there's definitely gonna be some new flavor to it,
Oh, that's a great word.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing what you guys are going to do. Are there any tour or festival plans this year that you could talk about, obviously?
Yeah, no touring. We want to focus on making, or the plan is, if we can stick to it, is to write and record a new album before the year is out. So that's what we'll be focusing on. But we do have a few festival shows lined up. We're coming to the UK. We're playing Bloodstock.
Oh, amazing! I'll see you there then.
Oh, cool, awesome. Whenever that is, do you know?
August.
I can't remember.
August.
All right, yeah, that's right.
8th
in
to
like
11th or something.
Second week, yeah.
Second weekend, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, we just have a few festivals really. We might do something else. We might go to, I don't know, South America or something as well. But no European touring at least.
Oh, well, at least you're at Bloodstock. That's the main thing. So I could definitely come and see you there. It should be great. Just jumping on the music video side of things real quick. And I'm talking about like making them, writing the story or whatever. Love them or hate them?
Well, I don't love them. I don't hate them.
Okay.
We've always done them. We've been doing music videos since 2015, I think. I've done a bunch of them, but we've always done them when we don't have time to do anything. Before, when everything else with releasing an album is going on, you're supposed to do all of these music videos. So we've always had like directors coming from the outside and working with us, which has been fine. But it's fun doing it. But we released 2 videos for the songs on this EP. There's another one coming actually. And with these, we took things into our own hands more, at least, than we've done in the past. We did both videos in 2 days. It was really hectic, and it wasn't a big crew. It was only us and 2 other people doing it. So it wasn't the most. It wasn't the biggest production we've done. So it didn't really go according to plan, to be honest. But they turned out fairly good in the end, anyway. Better than I expected for a while, actually. But that was fun. So so hopefully we can actually do that again, to actually write the script ourselves and try to make it even more the way we want it in the future. Yeah.
How come you had to do it back to back?
It was just a matter of money, really.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just intrigued, that was all. Because that's a lot to take on. Doing 2 massive music videos back to back must be heavy.
Yeah. But the second one wasn't really that difficult. It was basically us just playing on a stage. So we actually planned at least that quite well. So
wonderful.
We managed to do it.
Yeah, which is the main thing. So
yeah.
Well, like I said, the brand new EP Harmartia is out Friday, the 7th of April. Adam, this has been so much fun. Before I do let you go, though, is there any social medias, any plugs, anything you want people to go and check out?
The only thing I would say is the songs will be, you will be able to stream all the songs, of course, but we would appreciate it very much if you also bought the EP. If you have a record player at home, please buy the EP. And while you're at it, why not buy a T-shirt as well? That would be absolutely the only thing I would say.
Love it. Adam, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, especially on a Sunday night. So I massively appreciate that.
Sure, man. My pleasure.
I will see you at Bloodstock.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website, www.therazorsedge.rocks.